So let us start with now how to create the EC2 instance, how to create the EBS instance, and how to attach the EBS instance with your EC2. So EC2 is basically a computer which will have EC2 a virtual computer or virtual machine which will have some cores, which will have RAM, which will have IP, which will have whatever a computer has actually, that all the things will be possessed by this virtual machine instance. Now this virtual machine instance, obviously it will have some storage device. So we have to attach one storage device to this particular virtual machine. Okay, what we are creating right now is a EC2 machine T2.micro. So in T2.micro is a kind of virtual machine which is free in free tier. So we will create this and we will create this, okay, and we will use this. But as it has only 8 GB of hard disk, it will have only 8 GB of hard disk, and we have to increase it. If you want to increase that hard disk or secondary storage device, so we can use the EBS. What is mean by EBS? EBS is elastic block storage. There are two types of storage in cloud. That is, first one is the object storage and second one is the block storage. Everyone has their own advantages and their limitations also. Okay, so we will learn this in unit number in upcoming units. Okay, so here while we are going to discuss the types of storage, but here just consider that if you want to attach one more hard disk, means we have to attach one more EBS volume to it. Okay, so let us create the first a virtual machine. So how to create a virtual machine? So we will create an instance of EC2, that is what? Elastic Compute Cloud. Here elastic is the a property of AWS where it will increase the resources and reduce the resources as per the requirement without interference of users. Okay, so that is the property of your AWS. So here elastic compute cloud, okay, we are going to create. EC2 means, okay, so here we are going to create basically a virtual machine. Now let us click how to create this. So you can see your dashboard like this. While you are going to EC2, you can directly type here EC2 and you can come here. Okay, so you will come to the dashboard. Just come to the dashboard. Okay, right now we are on dashboard. Just click on launch instance. Just click on launch instance. Here you have to give the name of your instance. Okay, so here the credentials and the name of the values are stored in the key value pair. So here I am going to give the name of our instance as an my PC. Sorry. Okay, after that, which kind of operating system you want to create or install on this PC, you have to select this. Okay, so I am going to select this, and remember everything which is free will be here, will be the name of that particular resource, and in front of that you will find the free tier eligible, that are eligible for your free tier machine account, and the rest are paid. Okay, you have to pay for that. Okay, so here I am just going to create one Ubuntu machine. So I will click over the Ubuntu. After that you have to select one of this which is free. Okay, so I am just going to select 20, because whatever the hardware resources I am going to create right now will be very low, so I will just prefer the 20 instead of 22. Okay, so here you can select which kind of processor architecture you are going to use or want to create. So here there are two types. This one belongs to your Intel and another one is ARM. Okay, so I am going to let it be the default, that is the Intel. After that, here the flavor of virtual machine you have to select. which kind of virtual machine, instance type you have to select. So here there are many things that are available. You can see here there are many virtual machine types by default. Okay, default they have made some configuration, okay, and that are available with different names. So you have to select one of them. So as you can see here, T2 Nano is one of the configuration that they have created, and what it will have, it will have one CPU, it will have 500 GB of RAM, and it will have some basic details are given there. Okay, you can go and see here. Okay, so but remember, these types only T2 micro are available, as you can see here, for free tier eligible. Okay, so T2 micro is the only virtual machine, is an instance type that are available for free tier. So you have to select T2 micro, and in T2 micro they will provide you one CPU, 1 gig of memory, and means the RAM. Okay, so you have to select it here. Okay, so I am just going to select this. Okay, and you can make many other thing here. Okay, this is the AMI is also one of the service that manages your resources. Okay, here, and many things are there, but just for beginners we are putting it here, T2 micro. And after that you have to, as we have just created this. Okay, so login. Okay, so login, if you want you can create your own key pair just clicking here, and you can use this all the credentials if you want to use username and password, other things. So I am not going to use that, I am just keeping it simple. Okay, without any username and password I am creating this. Okay, after this you will come here and you will have the what the network settings. Okay, so here network settings are, this is your virtual private cloud, okay, identity. After that subnet you can create here. As you know that the virtualization has the different flavor. You can virtualize your machines, you can virtualize your RAM, you can virtualize your hard disks. Similarly you can virtualize your network also. Okay, so here if you want you can create a virtual network also. Okay, by default it is going to be created with default values. Okay, now here create a security group. As I have a new on AWS, right now we have created this account, so I am using this. If you have already a security group, okay, and again this is a IAM service, part of the IAM services. So here I am just using the default, that is create security group. After the creating of the security group, okay, it will allow you to use it by SSH. If your terminal, if you are using terminal, means what, the machine from where you are going to use this cloud. If your terminal has the Windows 10 and above or any Unix kernel based operating system, then you can use SSH, because these are default stored over there, or you can use putty also, okay, to access this virtual machine. Okay, so here you have to enable this. If you want the traffic from HTTP and HTTPS, you can just select it. Okay, and if you want to access it from a particular machine, then you can have, or some group of particular machines, then here you have to go to the custom and give the public IP of that machines. Okay, then only you can access from there only, and the remaining networks you cannot access this virtual machine. Or you can use this is my public IP of my current machine, so I can select my IP, so it will be accessed through only my current machine, not from anywhere. Okay, or you can use anywhere if you want. And normally the advantage of cloud computing is that you can access the resources from anywhere where the internet is available. You can use this resources of cloud computing, so you can just go there and you can use it. So I am by default, most of the time you are going to use anywhere. If you have some security concerns, then you can create custom or my IP, you can select this also. After this, it is providing 8 GB of hard disk right now. Okay, and after this, you have to go and create a launch instance. You have to click over the launch instance. Okay, so after creating, let me check the regions. Okay, let me change this first. I have to use Mumbai. Okay, let me put it very fast, my PC. After this, Ubuntu. In Ubuntu I am going to use 20. Okay, let it be Intel only. Insta type 22 micro. I don't want to use any without keep here. I just want to go with this. Okay, I just want to use it through HTTP and HTTP networks. Okay, traffic. Okay, so from I just want to access it from anywhere. 8 GB. Okay, right now. Okay, now click over the launch instance. Okay, so here now you can see that your EC2, come back to the EC2. Right now your instances are 1, but it is not running. So go to the instances. Okay, now it is created and it is also running. Okay, so from here you can right click over here this. Okay, you can launch the instance, means you can migrate the server, stop the server, reboot, means you restart, and other things, network security and other things are there that you can manage from here. And the one more thing, if you stop this, you can terminate it. Okay, means you can delete it. Are you getting this? So this is the things. Now here, if we want to do something, okay, if you want to this is the virtual machine you have created, but how to access this? So just click over this. Okay, these are the things you can see here, many things. Okay, so here just click over the connect, right? Okay, and you can just go and connect it. Okay, so you have created a one virtual machine, you have installed Ubuntu over that, and you can do the work through this terminal of Ubuntu. Okay, so here I have created this. Understood? Okay, so from browser if you want to access this, or either you can use the putty, either you can use SSH. By use of this you can create this. Okay, now this is the thing. Now it has the 8 GB of hard disk, and I just want to attach one more hard disk with 13 GB along with this. So how I can do that? So just come to the volumes here in Elastic Block Store, that is EBS. Come to the volumes. In volumes, right now this is the 8 GB what you have created, okay, at the time of creation of instance. It is already attached with that. Okay, I just want to create a new one. Okay, so I will click here, create new volume. I can select many types of there. I will select the general purpose only. Okay, size, I just don't want this much of this. I just want to create a 13 GB of hard disk. Okay, IOPS operations, these are the requests that you can satisfy per second. Okay, this is the throughput that you can, it means megabytes per second transmission rate. Okay, or whatever, I am just putting it as it is. Okay, right now my virtual machine is in Mumbai. Okay, and that is, okay, you can see here, just wait, I am coming back to EC2. Okay, my running instance, I am coming here, and you can see the availability zone, that is AP-South 1A. Remember, if you want to attach a volume to it. So the volume should be in the same availability zone. If it is in different availability zone, you cannot attach it with this volume. Okay, so the availability zone of volume and availability zone of your instance, that is the virtual machine, should be same. Okay, so here I am just selecting what is the availability zone is here, AP AP South A, South 1A. So I am just going to select AP South 1A. Okay, it might happen while you are going professionally working for some company, so there may be the existing data that is over the EBS. So you can bring your old data from the EBS by creating the snapshot of that volume, and you can use that data in newly created volume also. Okay, so you can copy that by using this. Right now I don't have any snapshot. Okay, so I am just going to use don't create volume from snapshot. Okay, if you want to encrypt it, you can encrypt the volume also. Okay, it depends upon your security requirements. Okay, and just click over the create volume. Right now here you can see we have created a 13 GB of volume, and its identity is this. Understood? And after creating, right now it is creating, its state is creating. You can see here its state is creating. I am refreshing it, and let us check it whether it is created or not. Now it is available. Remember, it is available but not attached with any virtual machine. Hence, it is just available but not in use. So for that, you have to right click over this, and you have to click over the attach volume. Okay. Now, after this, you will find this window. In here, you will find your whatever the virtual machine we have created. What? My PC, a virtual machine. So you have to select this. Okay, this is the device name. Okay, and the newer kernel, rename your device to dev xvdf. So this will be your new identity of your volume. So attach volume. Now you can see here it is in use, but while I am going to this particular virtual machine, okay, and let me go to the storage, and here it is attached. Right now here you can see there are two volumes attached to it, but while I am going to connect it with I will connect it. Okay, I am going to, and remember, while you are going to attach a new volume, you don't have to stop your virtual machine, your instance. In Go, you can directly attach that instance with your virtual machine. So here I am just going to check whether how many storage devices or file systems are available with me. So here you can see that there is a root directory of 8 GB, but you cannot see the 13 GB here right now. So remember, just to attach is not enough. You have to perform some operations over this. Okay, so for that, what you have to do, you can check here that it is not, as you know that we have attached the volume with that, but that is not a formatted volume. So for that, you can check first how many devices are available. So for that, lsb lk, this is the command where you can list the storage, and you can find that there is two types of storage, 8 GB and 13 GB. In 13 GB, what is the identity of that particular is xvdf. Here you can find that. Okay, but it is not mounted. So for to mount it with your virtual machine, you have to perform some operations. So first of all, let us check. Okay, so let it be sudo. After that, file, -s /. this is the path of your device volumes. Okay, xvdf is the identity of that particular volume, and let us check it. So right now it is data, means it is not formatted. Remember, if it is showing data, it means that it is not formatted. So for that we have to create a file system over this volume. So for that we will do sudo mkfs, that is make file system, xfs space /dev /xvdf, that is the identity of your volume. What happened? Make file system. Okay, sorry. Okay, so it is created now. Okay, so just remember this command properly. Okay, any change may happen to this. Now let us check whether it is created or not. Okay, so let us check file system. Now file system is created with some block size and other things. Okay, so this is what your file system is. Now we have created, but we have to mount this. For that we have to create some directories. Okay, so just do the following command: sudo cd /apps /my data. Okay, so now this kind of file has not been created. So we have to create this file system. So for that, so we have to create these directories. So for that we will create mkdir. Okay, let us do it with sudo. Okay, sudo mkdir make directory -p /apps, then volume /new volume. So we have created this directory, and we will mount this directory with our file system. So how to do that? So you have to just type sudo mount /dev okay, that is xvdf, that is the identity of our volume, space the path of our directory, that is apps, then volume, then new volume. And enter. Okay, so your task has been completed, and you can verify it whether it is mounted or not. So for that you can check df-h. Now it will show you the mounted directories and their volumes. So you can see here that we have mounted this 13 GB. Among this 126 MB is used, and 13 GB is almost 99% your volume is available. So like this you can, this is now the complete task, how you can complete your how you can create the EC2 instance, how you can map that EC2 instance with your how you can create the EBS volume, and how to attach that EBS volume with your EC2 instance, and how to mount that volume on EC2 instance. So whenever you are not using your virtual machine, so remember one thing, try to just stop it. Okay, so I am just going to stop this instance. Okay, thank you.